time we're doing a collective love message. Okay, so let's see, what does God want us to know when it comes to love. After this, I'm gonna do a collective hate message to find out what God wants us to know about that too. So let's see. Collective love messages for our little group here, our small collective. What do you want us to know, Most High? Four more. I might take a break in between. I need to go do some physical activity now. I've been sitting down for too long. But definitely watch out for that collective hate message, eh? Find out what God wants us to know when it comes to our hate life. Because all of us have one. Either somebody hated us or we hated someone or something. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we got the Queen of Summer. It says loving, comforting, emotional, and intuitive. Listen to your heart. Intuitive insights you can trust. Taking care of others, perhaps too much. So when it comes to your love life, what has your heart been telling you? Not your mind, your heart, your intuition. What has your intuition, that part of you that just knows? What's that part been saying? Is it in conflict with your mind? Or is it saying something that you don't want to believe? And is it in your best interest to ignore the message that your intuition is giving you about your love partnership? To each their own, because sometimes we might see like cracks in our foundation, but it's just like dealing with them is like, oh my God, kind of energy. Is absolutely fine to feel that way, but be honest about your situation so that you can make sensible decisions. Okay. And as you know, anybody who has been watching me for a while, when it comes to these love readings, I always say you're not planning to break up, but common consensus, I think that's a thing. It shows that most relationships come to an end. I don't care how long you've been together. It's always good for you to set aside things for yourself just in case of the dissolution of your relationship. Do not tie up yourself so much with your partner that if the relationship dissolves, you are left without. Okay? Secure a future for yourself. And if you don't need what you secured for yourself, then it's fine. Rent it out. Use it for something else. But always make sure you keep something aside just in case something go wonky in your relationship and you need to rely on yourself. Always be ready for self-reliance. Always, whether you're with your parents, you're with your man, you're with your woman, your husband, your wife, your children, always be ready for self-reliance if you can. If you can't, then God's got you. If you've got God. But yeah, the wise way to be in life is to always be ready to take care of yourself. Yeah, if there's nobody else there to help you. So that's talking about wisdom, that's talking about education, that's talking about finances, that's talking about your social life. Have a life outside of your partner, your family. Independence is empowerment. If you want to get a job, don't let nobody tell you not to get a job. If you want to have your own bank account, don't let nobody tell you not to. Because people have great intentions, but sometimes life has different plans. Even for people who have, some people have wicked intentions from the beginning, but this is a love reading. So we're going to assume that the one that you're with has good intentions. It's one thing to have good intentions, it's another thing to be able to fulfill those intentions. You see? Because what if your partner gets into an accident or something and they can no longer provide for you guys? Then what? Because it doesn't have to be anything as serious as death, but even being incapacitated for months, it could be detrimental to your well-being, the well-being of the family. So, what has your heart been telling you? And plus, what do you want to teach your children? Start by exuding that. Start by exemplifying that. Teach by example. Would you want your son or daughter to be solely reliant or completely reliant on somebody else? Or do you know that it's better to teach them that it is wiser to have your backup? Okay, just in case. Especially when we're young and we're in love, we feel like love is gonna last forever till we get the experience and realize, damn, these things come and go so quickly. And it's like you fall out of love with somebody that you thought you'd love forever and think you'd never find love again, and then all of a sudden, oh my god, I think I love that person again. It's like, yeah. You know them ones where you get heartbreak and it's like you can't eat and you can't sleep. Oh my god, those are the worst experiences. I think I had that once or something like it. It wasn't very nice. Actually, no, it wasn't a breakup. It was an infatuation. I had an infatuation problem with a white boy. I loved him. Well, I was infatuated with him. Yeah. But I know about this can't eat, can't sleep kind of feeling. It's not that deep. And That's another reason why some people stay with people that they know they shouldn't be with for as long as they do. Is because they've already invested so much in this person and they have so much tied up with this person that they can't just let, well, they feel like they can't just let go. The situation has to be really, 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 really bad for people to just let go and begin again, you know? So in the first place, let's be wise enough not to tie yourself up so much with someone. Let's make that a norm. Let's stop normalizing tying yourself with people like that. Because life is what we make it. It's good for you, it's good for the other person. Unless they have wicked intentions, then they'll make you feel like that's not good. Like, why you don't feel like that's good? If we have two houses, we could rent out one of me and you can split the money. But I always have my place just in case things don't work out with you. What's the big deal? People who have wicked intentions, they want to isolate you. They want to keep you as a dependent. So they'll use all kind of psychological tactics on you, like implementing old forms of relationship psychology, like being a staying-at-home mom. How reliable is the man in your life when you're gonna take on the role of a stay-at-home mom and you have no education? You have nothing to fall back on if he decides he doesn't want this relationship anymore for any reason, or if something should happen to him. You know what I'm saying? Or even being a staying at home husband. Same thing. You have nothing to fall back on. If this person don't give you a portion of their money, you have no money of your own to do anything that you want to do. It's like a form of imprisonment. People are not that reliable nowadays days. Most people are not that reliable. Okay? The cards aren't falling out because God has a lot to say. There we go. God's ready now. Yeah, man, we have to look at the past and learn from the past, okay? So, we got the Six of Spring. It says, wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards, success, and public recognition. But because of how it landed, I'm going to check to see if it's meant to be in the reverse or if it's meant to be upright. It feels correct like this, but let me check again. Okay, it feels correct like, oh, thank God. Yeah, I just had to check because it wasn't very clear, you know. Yeah, so wonderful news is on its way in love, guys. Smart choices that bring rewards, success, and public recognition. So, it's the smart choices that you make based on what your intuition has been telling you. So, your heart has been telling you something about the person that you're with. Trust those. If it's telling you good things, trust those. If it's telling you bad things, trust it. Okay, don't lie to yourself about who you're with, because then you mess up your trajectory. Because if you're interacting with your person based on false information, you'll never be going in the right direction. So it's like, if they love you, then you don't want to be acting like they don't and going in the wrong direction, diverting from someone who loves you when it's so hard to find somebody who loves you. And if they don't love you, you don't want to be coming towards this person that's just running away from you and wasting your time. You see? So right now it's time for you to listen to your heart. Okay? Trust what it's telling you. So we got the Eight of Summer as the underlying issue, the desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it is time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. You see that? So that could sound like a breakup. And if it's not as serious as an actual breakup, then it could just be you stopping certain patterns, like starting your own bank account. So now you split your savings in a way that you have something of your very own. So if you even wanted to start up your own little home business, or a small business, a sensible person would not tell you no. A mature partner would not tell you no. As long as you can do your other duties and it doesn't interfere with the relationship, it doesn't interfere with taking care of the children, the other obligations. Once you can work around that, or find a way to work around that, then do you. Because that's what love is about. It's like, why should I be living my own dreams and have a life, and all you're doing is looking after kids and cleaning the fucking place every fucking day and cooking food? You know what I'm saying? Go and live some life. Go do something else with yourself. Have different experiences, see different things. But don't give my love away. Don't make nobody touch that body that I be looking after. Hello. Don't let me give you a hat to wear, say do not touch. Or a freaking t-shirt. Put that shit on your uniform. Do not touch. Property of Chanel Green. Don't ramp with me. So yeah, you want a better life, you have to follow those vibes and make the right decisions, smart choices. They're gonna bring you what you're looking for. Okay, we have a bright future manifested through hard work and creativity, partnering with others who share your dreams. Great progress being made. So that's talking about linking with the right person. So like I say, if you have a sensible partner, he'll support, or she will support your endeavors, as long as they're doable. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe your partner can see something you can't. So let's say you bring an idea to your partner that they are not in agreement with. Before you get angry, find out from them, like, why do you feel that way? Are you seeing something that I'm not seeing? Show me, please, because it looks like it's a good idea, and then let them explain. Do not argue. Conduct the conversation as if you're two executives talking. Okay? So you keep the argument out so people can think clearly, use your creativity, right? Then we have the Three of Summer, news worth celebrating. So you see, a lot of good stuff. A meaningful life, a bright future, news worth celebrating. Announcements such as weddings, graduations, or births, or businesses. Friends you cherish. I don't really look very... Okay, I think you can see it now. But yeah, so there's great things to look forward to, but you have to make sure that you make smart choices in love. All right, my dears? So, if you haven't found the one that is for you, well, my approach is to not search, okay? I haven't found the one for me, but I'm not searching. I'm going to live my life. I'm going to establish myself, and when God decides to make this person cross my path, so it shall be. Because if you look back at your past, it's like, we never really go out and say we're trying to find somebody, do we? All the great relationships that we've had in the past happen kind of randomly. It's like you met each other at the shop, or you see each other passing on the street, or when you're leaving work, this person is around. It's always something like that. So my advice is, don't force it. Just look after yourself. Build your own self. Okay? Establish whatever you want to establish for yourself. And when that person comes, you are already established. And they will have to respect what you're doing. And there'll be a certain level of compromise now. Because now that you're adding a new element to your life, you have to now shift some things to make time for your person. So not only do they have to respect what you got going on because they met you with it going on or building it, you have to compromise as well and make time for them if you truly want them in their life, because they're not going to want to be around if they feel neglected or unimportant. And I'll tell you what, your money and your shop and whatever projects you want to do, they can't hug you up at night. If you get sick, they're not gonna want to bring you a tea. You know what I'm saying? Or go cook some food for you. So know your priorities. So make sure you get with somebody who will want to take care of you if life should go down for you. Okay? So you might want to do some testing before you solidify anything with anybody, because it's pointless if you get somebody who's only with you when you're up. If that person only want to be around you when you're up, you don't need any fair weather friends. If you're serious about life, it's better that you look after yourself, because you know what, having a fair weather friend mean in your darkest moment that person will be gone. In your darkest moment, let's say you lose your money, that person will not be there to help you rebuild. If you get sick, that person will not be there to help you get better or get back on your feet. Okay? So if you're serious about relationships, do not start off with fair weather friends. You want somebody who is serious about nurturing somebody and being nurtured themselves. You want somebody who is a team player. So if it's just dating casually, keep it as that. Do not invite a casual dater further into your life as if to say they're the type of person that has staying power. You will live to regret it. When you need them, they'll be gone. Okay, so if you want to play around with somebody in the meantime while you wait for your person, then play around. But remember, you're only playing around, and make them know that too. And make them know, say, you need somebody that's going to be there. And you just don't look like the type, but I kind of like you, so for right now, we can have some fun together. And pray to God that they're not a stalker when your person get there. Pray that you can get them off of you when your person actually get there. Good luck. Until next time, my dears, take care. Watch out for your hate reading. It's a collective hate messages. You know what the hell I'm talking about.